Sherman is possessed by Satan. Sherman and Spot and me are like all three of us possessed by Satan at points in time, which I know is like a horrifying concept to even think of. And not Satan, but Saturn. Yeah, and they're different, guys. They're very, very, very different. Of course they are. Why? How could they not be? And my Robert Johnson impersonation actually isn't disrespectful. It's the thing about it is that I actually knew him, kind of. We kind of had a complicated relationship where, even though yes, I was someone else in the 1920s, we had a complicated relationship, and I've explained this to people. People who get really high, switch bodies sometimes, and this is I know it's really complicated. And actually, me, Robert Johnson, Lead Belly, and the person that I used to be, the Jewish rabbi guy, which I can't remember his name, which maybe I can I plan on telling this story more and more eventually. It's just that it was very traumatic and horrifying, and that's pretty much everything about all the time between World War I and World War II and the time in between were kind of horrible and really not desirable to remember in any kind of fucking way. And the fact of the matter is that World War I, World War II kind of never ended, and we're still kind of fighting the same conflict. And I know, and a lot of it has to do with anti-Semitism. A lot of it has to do with anti-Semitism and racism. And we've been all three of us and many more people have all been fighting this battle against slavery and racism. And eugenics. Eugenics is probably the best word to use. It is, and it's a lot more complicated and more evil than that. Significantly more complicated, evil, and scary in ways that I've touched on a little bit in describing to people, because they lie to you. They don't lie to you because it was faked in any kind of way. They lie to you because it was actually significantly more horrible and more horrifying than any of that shit than you could possibly understand, is the thing. And I know it seems kind of strange, right? And yeah, they are lying about different things in the Holocaust, but it's not because it was faked or it didn't happen or you should deny it. It's because it was actually worse than you know. It was actually significantly scarier and more horrible than people want to talk about, than polite society is capable of talking about. And oh my gosh,